We're live, baby. Yeah.
Go. We in this bitch.
And we got Blazzy, a.k.a. House Phone's best friend, a.k.a. designer of Los Angeles, a.k.a. the maker of Ashley that every rapper wants to take when they come, but you cannot have it. A.k.a. Reconnected, used to be Disconnected, a.k.a. Nothing Personal, a.k.a. my favorite Latino in the designing world game, Mr. Blazzy.
Let's go, man. Appreciate you, bro.
How you doing, Blazzy?
I'm doing good, bro. Listen, every time I pull up, it's just natural. You feel me? It's good vibes here. You feel me?
Having fun. We're talking, chopping it up.
While I'm getting a cut, you know?
Yeah, Blazzy is the only, and I've had some celebrity A-list, not A-list, but like some real known rappers come up here. Blazzy's the only one that had his barber come, shout out Ansel, had his barber come cut him up, and he brought his dog with him that's asleep over there. But while before she bit me a couple times, and she like found the cockroach that we had here in the office. But hey, I promise you we keep it clean. It's my fault.
No, let me explain that. I found the cockroach in here. Listen, I saw her teething at something right by your chair. And I'm like, oh, it's a blunt roach. Okay, let me grab it. Let me move it out the way. I check it. It's an actual roach, bruh. I just dropped that shit on the floor. I couldn't believe it. I go wash my hands.
Nothing fake around here. But honestly, that's the only one because... But also, you know what it is? We've been moving a lot. And my mom comes every 2 weeks to clean our office. But at the moment, Brown Bag is here. So we just have everything everywhere. Like usually, all this is in here and all this is in here.
So who brought the roaches? Vic or Letty?
I like Letty a little more. I'm going to say Jose did. Our editor. He definitely brought the roach in. Fat ass be eating over there. But also, you know what? I've been doing parties here like a dumbass sometimes.
I just want to know whose dirty ass brought the roach. Because if they did that at my office, I'd be hot. And I'd honestly probably run the cameras back.
You brought the camera. So I've been in your office.
Yeah.
You're telling me where you had that fire hazard. You're telling me there was not one roach dead behind those boxes?
Nah, come on now. What? We keep it clean. But what? I'm not. I don't have the Donald Trump office that people think. Like there's it's an old building. There's roaches. It's an older building.
Yeah, and you know what it is with us? We're around other most of the things are like food. And
naturally, yeah. Keep it 100. You're gonna get some.
All the time. But shout out my mom. She really do be coming in here and like if you ever need somebody to clean your house or your office, my mom really my mom's been doing this for 20 plus years.
I like that.
So she comes, cleans up. We pay her. She be taxing us though.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you guys do this for a living. I need my bread. She comes. She don't tax.
All right, how much do y'all be paying mom?
We pay her we pay her maybe 200 a month.
200. Okay.
But she comes twice, and sometimes she comes after we do really big parties here. And honestly, she gives us a discount because she gotta clean all this.
I thought it smelled like Fabuloso.
Fabuloso vibes.
Oh God.
Big
smells good in here.
Who cleans your office?
Who cleans my office? We got a shout out to Rez. He's part of the warehouse team. You feel me? He
comes and cleans up. Like he mops and everything.
Yeah. He
cleans the dope designs you've done on the does he dust them off?
Yeah.
I don't think
we do all that, and I mean just because the nature of like my workspace and like my homies,
it's gonna be messy.
It's gonna be messy. It like you have a clean spot, but you know how messy it could get.
Yes.
In 6 hours, bro, you'll have pizza boxes right there. You'll have a bunch of blunts, bro. Like too many blunts like lined up in the ashtray. Like it just be infested, bro. And we try our best to keep it clean. But shout out to my office because I would not be able to work comfortably.
If it was too clean.
No, bro. No, if it was too dirty.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no.
But also you have multiple rooms.
Yes, we have like 3 rooms.
So so I feel like where you work is like where all your loud ratchet homies be.
Yeah.
And then your other room is
and if y'all want to peep the space, you can search up Blazzy's office.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trevor. He did.
He did a dope vlog. And then Blazzy has like your other workers. I don't want to call them workers, but other designers that
my partners.
Your partners.
Yeah.
You're the owner, motherfucker. Stop acting. My partners. You ain't trying to do that right now? No. They work for They work for the company, but they're amazing at what they do.
It's nothing personal.
Nothing personal. And they have their own room, and their room setup is fire, too.
Well, just because the last office that we had, I don't think you pulled up, but, there's a couple people who shot music videos there. You can watch the NDS Phoenix Flexing music video to get an idea what the layout was. But that last spot was all open, right? It's kind of like this. And me, I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner.
You dead as a stoner.
So, bro, and I be around a lot of stoner homies, and this is when Runts was coming around every day. So that bitch would be hotbox. None of my designers smoke. You feel me?
They were
So
like,
like,
oh,
I'm
blah.
really the only like crazy one at the office. Like no one, yeah.
But you're also the owner, so it's kind of, if you weren't the owner and you were the crazy one, it's like, oh, we gotta let you go, brother.
Yeah,
Do your
for
own
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
But you're the owner and you're wild, so I guess that's a.
So that's why they needed their separate room, because I just felt bad. And you get to a point where it's like they don't like the fucking blunts getting blown in their face. Like, you know, I respect them enough to like, that was my way of showing like, look, motherfucker, I'm loyal to y'all. Y'all be loyal to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You could get it's kind of funny. It's like, you know, they could, you know, DoKnow could DM them, or whoever wants to DM my designers, they could, but they're loyal to me. You feel me? Like I'm offering stuff that like fucking Joe from Carson ain't gonna do that. You know?
Yeah.
So
and
it's real between me and my people. For
yeah,
sure.
and you guys are a well put together team. I know each one of them has their like specialty that they work at.
Yeah.
Like some of them are like great at t-shirts.
Great at t-shirts. One's extremely talented at packaging. Shout out to Edgar. You know, he's really good at like doing I feel like cut and sew items, and he's really teaching me the wave with that. My boy's only 19. He's super duper smart. And I have Nate, who's really, really cold at graphics. He's one of the coldest for sure.
Who's one how do you feel about the cut and sew? Because I feel like people already know where you grew up and all that Southeast. You're very amazing.
Yeah.
But I want to get into like the design and merch stuff because I feel like it's such an important time right now.
Yeah.
But
everyone's like
kind of picking it up, including me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about cut and sew?
I think it's important, and like, you know, to kind of like piggyback off what you're saying, where it's like now more than ever, people are really picking up on like this could actually be a business that they could run. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's important to remember that sure, things will become saturated, but that only gives you a bigger reason to set yourself apart.
Yeah.
You feel me? Every time someone starts a brand, I get excited because eventually that shit comes down to me. You know what I mean? Like they show their friends or I want to make something like this, or like, oh, show me some more dope brands. Oh, Blazzy? Okay, so with all that being said, like I think cut and sew, it definitely is a great tool to just separate yourself from the competition. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you want someone to feel comfortable with what you're wearing. We were talking about this off camera, but like we all have like 100 shirts. We get 3 new shirts a week, but we have like our 10 favorite. You
this
feel
Blazzy
me?
shirt, people get mad that I wear it so much.
That
like,
shit's hard,
and
bro.
I'm like,
Thank
what do
you
you
so
mean?
much.
I'm like, it's comfortable. I've took it to a rave.
Yeah.
I took it to a party, and I'm wearing it out at your interview, and I think I wore it at another interview.
DoKnow. Hey, bro, can I put you on the? Because I'm gonna end up dropping this shirt again. Can I put you as the like the lawyer right there?
Yeah, you can put me as a lawyer right here.
For sure.
I'll invoice you later. It's cool.
Yeah, literally.
Nah. And also, me and Blazzy have some stuff we're working on. So
sir.
stay tuned for that.
Really
How
excited
did
about that.
when and it's funny how you're talking about like mentioning other brands. I was just at the DaHawmies like showroom / office / warehouse. It's dope. Not too far from here. His brand is called Ghetto Rodeo.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's making dope shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm familiar. He's going up on TikTok. I just tapped in on Instagram.
He's going up on TikTok, and he was like, I was like, I'm about to do an interview with the homie Blazzy. Because I went to his spot, and I was inspired. And that's exactly what I told you. Remember? I was like, I went to your spot, and I was like, damn, like, people could be rocking stuff you created and, like, just 100% wearing it. And then you were like, yeah, man. And I went to his spot, and I was inspired. He has a dope story about, he has, like, in his office. You know how you have, Blazzy has one of the sickest SpongeBob collection I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And some of the sickest. I got a lot of inspirations from you. Like there's like putting dope stuff together and like and stuff like this.
They're icebreakers.
I got that from you.
It's something people
Icebreakers.
talk about. You feel me?
Yeah, so I went to his spot and he has letters that his brother will write him in juvenile hall, in YA, in prison and stuff. He hasn't framed his brother, unfortunately passed away. And he hasn't framed the top of all his merch. Like and it looks sick, and I'm like, damn, this is fire, and I'm like getting inspired, and I was like, I'm about to interview Blazzy, and he's like, his name sounds hella familiar, and I was like, oh well, let me put you on, like, go follow Nothing Personal. I didn't even give him a real IG. I was like, go follow Nothing Personal, and then the homie, I was with Maximo, shout out Maximo, doing the play, putting us together. He was like, dog, this fool, he's really sick at creating what would you call these? I don't know what like.
I call them products, man.
Products,
I really call them they're punchline products.
Yeah, like the homie's like he's really good at creating like not just t-shirts, not just sweaters, not just hoodies, which you're great at too. But when it comes to this piggy bank that I have behind me, is $1 million. Yeah. And you told me the story that you had your homie come with $1 million.
Yeah.
So you could actually get it.
And
and then it was one of those things where I was like, dude, like this, how amazing these things are. Like you put stuff together and it is fire.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta have a story behind it, and like I think good art, like the most shallow you could get with like communicating with people, I feel like is like a happy energy, right? But I think the deeper you get with items like the fentanyl shirt and stuff like that, it's like I really just want to strike emotions or just make people tilt their head for a second whenever they look at my stuff. Like I'm very careful about my output, right? Like I want to make sure every single item is something that you would buy on the store. Like if you just walked in, that's definitely a box I check out before I drop something. Would I buy this at the store if I didn't know what brand it was? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me get this.
And I think in talking about like the fentanyl shirt, you're very strategic about what you drop, how you drop it. Even I remember when we were in your office, I was with all my homies, the homegirls, and we're just chopping it up, talking about ideas. We're just going back and forth about different things. And you were telling me that you got a lot of backlash for the Perc 30 t-shirts.
Yeah.
The jerseys.
Yes.
Before even your name was like at a high level.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, I wouldn't say backlash as much. I just got, I got a little, it became a reality check, bro, because in 2019, like, Percs were looked at as a joke. You feel me? Oh, he's off the 30. Oh, when the 30 hits, you feel me? Future's dropping Molly Percocet. You feel me? It's just like, it's all
a little more
music.
comical.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Like Perc now, you hear Bert, you kind of like, what just happened? You feel me? Like this motherfucker's going through some shit. Like that's the crack of our generation. But it was exposed to us as like just playful music, and like I kind of felt victim of as a creator with it when I found myself, okay, let me make a jersey.
Amazing jersey, by the way. Other than the fact that we know,
I mean,
what kind of Percs have become when it comes to the fentanyl thing, but amazing jersey.
Right. I mean, it all stemmed from like, okay, number 30, cool. You could do 30 on there. Now let's find a dope way to do Perc. Okay, cool. We're gonna do Suns logo. Me and Housephone thought about this. Do a 30 in it, and then the homie Juice out of nowhere says, "Oh, let's do O-set on the back." Had to do that shit, bro. It was the first time I really saw money. You feel me? Like some real bread. Where it's like, I remember the night before we celebrated, man. We poured up. You feel me? I woke up at like noon. I left the site open. I didn't even tell anybody. I just want to leave the site open. First 15 bands I ever got overnight in my life. I was like, what the fuck, bro? And then
you're like, holy.
It kept growing and growing, and I did like a couple restocks, bro. We ended up selling like around like 500 of those. But you know, to get on a deeper level, at that point it was a joke, right? We give it to Juice WRLD. You know, we start flicking up. We start promoting the next restock with
it. Yeah, because the first person I see word is OGZ.
Yeah, shout out to OGZ.
Shout out OGZ.
We pulled up and dropped it off to Shoreline in Vegas. This was like September 2019. Like, you know, shout out to OGZ and Phoenix. They've always been like supporters. Like, early on, you feel me?
And so back to you give it a Juice WRLD.
So we give it a Juice WRLD. He flicks up and he passes away a couple weeks, and I felt so guilty. I removed the photos. It's like that's just entertaining, like kind of like. You don't want to entertain the wrong thing, you feel me? Especially with a drug that just takes people's lives. You know people who die. You know people who struggle with that shit. I've lost people who are alive, who are dead from that shit. It's horrible. And to make this story a little bit shorter, it really hit me when I started going on Craigslist and people were sending me that they're selling Perc 30. They're selling Perc 30 pills, fentanyl pills with my jersey.
With the jersey, I remember when you were telling me that, I was like, as a person, I'm looking at it from a street axe point, right? That's creative. In a damn, that's fucked up because it promotes your jersey. It's like, dude, what the fuck? But even you said that you weren't getting backlash, but Juice WRLD obviously had a really huge fan base that loved them. And the jersey said big ass Perc 30. Who created the jersey?
Good look, yeah.
So then people not blaming you, but I think it was more like
I was entertaining the idea of Percs. You feel me? When it shouldn't have been celebrated, and I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I thought shit was a joke. Then my homies start dropping like flies. You feel me? Then I start seeing people pull out the foil and shit, and that should be breaking my heart. You know?
Yeah, 100%. But as somebody that understands. Like with drug addiction from my pops and stuff like that, just know that just because you made a jersey that happened to do with merch, because that's what you love. You love design.
Yeah, but
there's still a message, though. There still is a message.
Now, just imagine if this was the 80s, right? And everyone's rocking around with crack jerseys.
Crack jerseys would have been crazy.
20 years later, you're going to be like, why the fuck would anyone wear that? That's the same thing about the Perc jersey.
But you know what it is? It's kind of like, but this is how you got to see it too, right? It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People got to, just because somebody falls, but it is pushing a message. Because I've done skits about, one of my skits that blew up was domestic violence. Let's be honest. Whether my skit was always obviously a girl hating a guy, but if I had done a skit vice versa, would it have been as funny?
Right.
What if a guy reposted this video
no.
and the next day he killed this bitch? Would it have been my fault?
DoKnow, your shit's getting deleted. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I totally see what you're saying, but also like, how many girls? I know multiple girls that have left the homies with scars and stabbed the homies and even killed people. I've seen stuff on the news where girls domestically violence kill their man.
That shit does not choose a gender.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, I get what you're saying, where you weren't promo, but we definitely entertained the things.
Once I saw it on Craigslist, and it's not like they were literally posting a fucking photo of my jersey and the tag said nothing personal. They said $5, come pick this shit up. You feel me? And then KCal9 did a special on this shit.
They did a special and used your jersey.
They pulled it up. If I want to search up M30 pills and then my jersey pops up, bro. The FBI's investigating and shit like that, bro. So at that point, I kind of just made a conscious decision. And I was going through, like, I had a really close homie at the time, this crazy-ass white boy. He started doing when you're dealing with these people, bro, they become liars.
Yeah, 100%.
They're willing to sacrifice anything to get high, and that should be like they're not the same person. You feel me? And it is what it is. You got kicked to the side, but like I had to make a message. You feel me? So that's why I made the Say No to Fentanyl shirt. I'm like, I just want this message to be out there.
Would you ever restock on the Perc 30?
Never. You could go buy that shit on Amazon. Like, bro, people have made probably millions off of that shit.
I would buy one if you were to restock.
Nah, I
Just saying.
I had like 10 that I kept, but people just kept coming to my crib like, can I get one? And I'm like, fuck it, here you go. My homie has his framed and shit inside.
I would frame mine too.
Shout out to
I would frame mine because obviously we lost a lot of people. Everybody has lost somebody, but it's still something not monumental. I don't want to say monumental, but like it's honestly part of streetwear history.
And it's part of my history. That's why I got that shit tatted, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Such a great t-shirt, by the way.
I don't even be, I've tried it like 4 times in my life. Like in 2020.
Yeah.
I got really sick off of them, bro. I'm like, never again. And then you just start seeing people off of it. But, it's part of my my history. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, that's how I got into this game. That's how people really started seeing me. You feel me? That was the first thing I ever sold, like, over 100 of. Back then it was really small time. It was less than 100. That was the first thing I was able to sell 500 of. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
How'd you feel? I mean, other than obviously the fact that Juice WRLD passed away off drugs and stuff like that, I know but like, how did it feel at the moment before all of that, when you were able to give somebody with that caliber of fame and stardom some merch?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Before that, like, I had a couple people, Quavo had gotten some shit for me. Waka Flocka, a couple rappers, Billie Eilish, but it was never.
Billie Eilish has got some Blazzy merch before?
Yeah, she got some bones. Some Air Forces I made back in the day.
Yeah?
Stop playing with me.
How'd you get it to her?
A stylist had hit us up. This was like 2019 or something like that.
Billie Eilish is fine.
Yeah, but like that, you don't get brownie points for that. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's
motherfucker.
I've given shit to Cardi. You feel me? Like Drake got some shit. Like, but like at the end of the day, they're not gonna be like Blazzy. Hey.
Yeah.
You feel me? They're not gonna do none of that. They're never gonna share it at all.
Have you ever posted the Drake wearing your shit?
Nah, he's never worn. You feel me? Like, also someone like Drake, it's like he probably has a whole storage unit of just bullshit.
What about Cardi?
You feel me? Cardi, no, bro. When you see Cardi on his story, like, I love my shoes today. You feel me? He's so secretive and quiet.
Is there somebody that, like, what was like your first dope call sign that they reposted your shit and you were like, fuck yeah? I mean, shit. Jeezy.
Waka Flocka, bro. Jeezy gave me a whole tag. Shout out to him.
Shout out him.
I was just kicking it in my bedroom, bro. I get, what the fuck? 1,000 followers. That was the first time someone that was like, have followers gave me some shit, bro. I've been tagged by all these white YouTubers. Don't get shit for them. This is the first person that actually, like, it translated.
Hell yeah.
But like early on, no, those were definitely special moments, just being able to give my gear to people. Like, now it's all just second nature. Like, it's business. I'm so confident in what I do. But like back then, it was everything.
Back then, it was just it was kind of like a learning and a growing thing, right?
Sure.
Were you embarrassed to be like have a conversation like, yeah, I do merch, because you might think like
No,
people
I
might judge?
was, bro. If this was, I was an opportunist, but you'd kick me out. You know what I mean? I'd be like, "Hey, dude, no, I do graphics, bro. You need it." I'm that kid in your DMs. You feel me? I
I'll
come from
kick you
that
out.
shit. You feel me? Like one thing about me is I used to do door to door sales, so like I understand like how to do sales and shit. You know, so like I'm big on that, and that was my hustle. That's been my hustle. I mean, like the last year or two, I've been focusing on administrative stuff, just focusing on executive decisions. But like, bro, I've hustled everything from $5 graphics to fucking, you feel me, X, you know?
Fire, that is amazing.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, and even when I met you, you were automatically, you were like, yeah, I do this shit. You always showed us love.
Yeah.
We even with like the merch, but I think just being Latino, I think we always connect
Bro, that's
differently than
real.
everybody else.
And on top of that, you feel me? It's like we're two representations of LA. You feel me?
Yeah,
I love that
100%.
shit. And it's like when you meet a Latino from LA, like I don't know, you just click immediately.
Automatically, you click.
Automatically, we just know the same shit. We were exposed to the same things. We grew up on the same. It's just dope. You feel me? It's just easy.
Yeah, it was easier to connect about like what music we like. When we're talking about shit, obviously I know Jumper at the moment. We were the only Latinos.
For sure.
So when we're talking about shit, all of our friends are black. It's not,
Yeah.
and it's like this is LA where it's like we're talking about fucking sopes and everybody else is confused, but me and you were like, oh, that one is Bob.
Yeah, oh, God.
So I guess
go to that spot, go to this spot.
Yeah, so it's easy to connect when we were talking
Isn't
about it.
that so crazy, bro? I was tripping out on that the other day. It's like, you know, if you wanted two people in the media to represent LA and shit like that, and you were able to have them in your media team, like that's special, right?
That
there.
was
You feel me?
good.
That was dope.
And then it all went to shit.
Yeah, bro. That shit's insane, man. Like,
We got to get into that just because
Yeah.
you were a big part of. I mean, I feel like for a moment we were having such a.
All right, let me ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
In your heart, when did you think it was the peak? Everything was just felt like it was gonna go to the moon. Because I have my answer.
When I thought the Christmas party, not the one that we just recently happened, but the last one.
Oh, I didn't get invited to that one.
When we got the Dickies jacket.
Nah, I was just like a week or two in. We weren't even sure Disconnected was gonna be a thing.
So maybe what was your, okay? Maybe I have another one.
Me, I think maybe like the second live show. I like
The Novo.
Yes, I had told Adam to the side. I'm like, bruh, you know you got something that no one else in this room is like. No, man, no, and I just feel so grateful to have you on part of my team.
And then
it was real, yeah. And then for sure, bro, it's insane. I mean, cause like my whole thing is like, you know, I only came onto it just to have fun. You feel me? Like I already had my bills paid. I already been doing my thing. I was already working for fucking the goats and shit at this point. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Lacoste, like Nike and all that.
Yeah. For your collabing with the greatest.
Yeah. So I had only seen it as like outlet for me to express myself, maybe sell some products on there, but also kind of just have fun. You know, I'd watched House Phone for years. I was a fan of him before I even met this fool, you know? So like when he brought me onto the team, I was like, let's fucking do this. And when shit just looked a little rocky, I told him like, bro, I'm finna dip. I don't know what, you know, like he ended up figuring it out, but like, you know, we had a long conversation. And then I think that Thursday had happened, bro, where we do that show. And I didn't pull up. You know, I woke up in Vegas, and I was like, telling my girl, like, you know, do I really even want to go to this shit? Like, what the fuck am I going to talk about? House Phone's not going to be there. They just fired Pot Lord. Adam's in the chat talking crazy, you feel me?
It was such
at that point, I already mentally checked out, and I was like, I'm not pulling no. I'm going to stay in Vegas. I'm having fun, right? And then it's like 9 p.m., and it occurred to me, I'm like, you know what? Adam eventually is going to fire me.
And I just prefer quitting. I heard this.
Adam's eventually going to fire me. I had to make the mental decision of quit before he could play with that narrative and take that shit to the fucking bank. Oh, Blazzy was going to get fired for months and months, or he could have, you know. And, like, I saw it coming. You know what I mean? I hire people. I fire people. You know, I know how it is.
Business.
It's nothing personal. So I had to make the decision right there and then. I text this fool like, yo, I'm out the door. And then, you know, the rest is history. But I had talked to T-Rel the next morning, and he was like, bro, whatever you do, you guys got to have everything ready by Thursday. You guys got to go for it. And honestly, that was like the best decision we were able to make, because it's like it just showed that like how eager and like how much we really wanted to get it to the people, and it translated. You feel me? So like it feels really good. I know y'all could relate as well, where it's like, you know, sure, you probably had some doubts, and like I'm speaking freely. I don't give a fuck who watches this,
Yeah,
right?
no, 100%. I'm listening.
You might have your doubts of like, okay, is everything gonna translate? Is everything gonna be okay? What's
And
gonna happen?
Definitely
right?
translated for you guys as well.
And it fucking translated, and it fucked my head up, because it's like, you know, when you're going against something that has 4.5 million in a heritage, where you could say that shit in any fucking club and someone's gonna know no jumper.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's different.
Or any room.
Any room, right? Exactly. It's different whenever you have biggest bro who has fucking 4 subscribers that morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's definitely gonna feel a little bit daunting, but I'm so proud of myself and everyone part of my team and all the supporters who are like, nah, we fuck with you. We won't give a fuck what logo's at the corner. You know, we're here. And that shit meant a lot to me. I mean, mentally in my head, I'm like, you know what? If we get 40,000 plays, it's gonna make sense to me. This is gonna be able to, you know, to sell products on here. I have no problem doing this. You feel me? Then we hit like 180 or something in the first episode, bro. And I was like, let's fucking do this. And like, I had told everybody, like, look, man, I'm willing to just front this shit. You know what I mean? Let's get this shit out the way. We had did that, and I had been able to pay myself within that first month. You feel me? So it's all green from moving forward. It's all free bands.
No, yeah, like for us, it was like we've this, you know, I don't want to talk too much, like, but we're all partners, you know, just kind of your guys' situation.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just guessing, you know what I mean? But we're all partners, so we like, hey, we're gonna have to, you know, put some money up front. We're not gonna see shit, so like.
And the whole podcasting game, I kind of related to the whole rapping game, where it's like you're not really gonna get like millions of dollars from directly getting paid to, like, you know, to drop a song or put it on YouTube. You're really gonna get it from, you know, doing the extracurricular activities, like the merch sales, the fucking features, the promo and shit like that. That's where the real bread's at. So, you know, going into it, I knew I wasn't gonna like buy a Rolls Royce off podcasting. I knew I was gonna buy a Rolls Royce off fucking t-shirts though.
Yeah.
You know, but like at the end of the day, that's what I was always about. I was never looking for like the direct dollar.
Yeah,
from it.
I think one thing about Disconnected, you guys were just having fun.
We were having fun, bro. You guys
were like the cool kids, and like
we never put ourselves into the drama. Listen, the fucking building was on fire every single week, and I was just talking about chicken and Sprite. You know what I mean? Everything was all great.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so we backtrack a little bit, right? Okay, so I just kind of want to restart this conversation. Like, okay, so we saw the screenshot of when the individual commented.
Yeah.
And nobody replied. I remember that. Nobody replied because we're all like, big wobbler. Like, what is this about?
Hey, I'm gonna sell the PDF of the group chat for 100 bands. Whoever want it. I'm fucking around.
And then I interviewed this person. Adam hits us like, I interviewed this person, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. And we're all like, ooh. And then the video comes out. And everybody's like, oh. Yeah. And we're all like on. But it's starting to look real bad. Not as a company because of the things that were said, but just as the loyalty that comes from the company we're working at the moment. It makes us look bad because it makes it seem like there is no friendship, there is no loyalty, there isn't no camaraderie. Yeah. Like if I tell you, hey, let's just sample, hey, Blazzy, my fucking aunt's a hooker. Yeah. And the next day you go on Disconnected and go like, dude, no, aunt's a hooker. Yeah. And I'm gonna be like, well, what the fuck, Blazzy? Yeah. You know what I mean? And whatever that situation is, your group chat didn't go crazy. You guys don't have one.
No, we never had a group chat. And like, you know, because I remember it happened midweek and we had like disconnected the next day. And house phone said, I'm not pulling up. Fuck that shit. I'm like, I totally get it. You know, like he was just, you know, a lot of shit was going down.
Did he not come out? I mean, was it called? Did he not go to Disconnected?
Oh, you know what?
He did go.
No, he did.
He did go.
Let me get the timeline right. He went, and then the next week he didn't. And then after that, he just stopped showing up. But he did pull up, and you know, he expressed his side of the story, and like it felt like everything was cool, and then she just kept getting deeper and deeper, and it just like got more weird and weird, and you know. But like I was watching all those clips like as people were watching them too, like the whole like No Jumper show. Like I was in Mexico, I was chilling. I was
remember
in Rosarito, just having a good ass time with my team, and like Pollard hits me up, yo, are you watching this? I'm like, nah. And then like when I found out what happened, I was like, I don't even want to watch that shit.
Yeah, to
And
me,
since then, I never watched the Tuesday show. It's like, that shit just like, this is somebody who was fucking with me when I was working a blue collar job at warehouses near the airport. You feel me? When I was literally had less, he got my first 1,000 followers.
yeah.
I'm about to hit 100,000. Like he saw me from like literally the jump. Like his high school homies got me a job at LAX. I've been knowing them for 4 years before I met this fool.
Yeah, like I
It's
see
deep with him.
I see where you come from, where I could understand like you guys were kind of put in a weird situation, and we talked about it, but to me it was just more like, look, I've always been like that though. I've always been a very open-minded person, just how I was raised. My mom was very big on that. My dad, even though he was on drugs, he was always big on never judge anybody for nothing.
Yeah.
You let people live their life and you live your own and you mind your business. And that's just how I've always ran with my life.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things we know about that group chat that nobody would ever know.
Oh yeah, a lot of shit I said that they said that DoKnow said, it's out of pocket.
It's some
definitely-
wild stuff. And
I need to delete that whole shit just so no
Oh,
one ever
yeah,
gets my laptop.
I deleted it.
No, you did not. You be reading that shit at nighttime like fucking a bedtime story.
Like T-Rail?
Nah, T-Rail, like, he was the funniest in there.
Yeah, I definitely think we just had a really, you know what,
It
like,
was good times, bro. It was good
bro,
times.
we had a lot of good times. That group chat had a lot of funny times. There was a point where everybody was arguing about who had the baddest bitches. Before your situation now. But there was a time where everybody was like,
Literally, hey, bro, that was the most active the group chat ever got for like 50 minutes.
everybody was like, your bitch is ugly. Well, send your bitch then. Bro.
Then we start talking about streams and shit.
Fucking weak ass stream.
AD and fucking house phone back and forth. Oh, I got more streams on fucking YouTube.
Oh, and then there was a time where it was like more streams. There was a time where me and Blazzy argued for the kids in the cages.
Oh, shit.
Dog,
yeah,
and I was proving hella points.
Yeah, oh, God.
And me and Blazzy were going, where's
was
sticking
like,
up for
I
the
don't give a
Latino?
fuck.
Yeah, and then it's
Destiny said you're wrong.
yeah. And then it's T-Run and AD arguing about black people and what they gone through with just it was toxic, but it was also very entertaining.
It was a great way to get your mind right for the morning. You feel me? Get to going. You get to explore some concepts you never thought of. Like,
but it was also where we talked the most every day. Like, hey, I just dropped some new shit. Everybody post, and everybody's like, all right, we gonna show love.
Yeah.
Boom. Like it was one of those times.
I didn't have another group chat like that one for sure. I got my work group chat where we be doing that shit with my team and all the homies, but like. That's separate, but this was like something that like I was down to like conversate and chat. I ain't gonna lie. DoKnow a little bit different. He was like, y'all need to shut the fuck up. It was for sure on mute most of the time.
It was on mute all day because it's 6 a.m. and these fools are arguing about why the world is round and not square.
Literally.
And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
And T-Rail's not going for it.
T-Rail is not going for it. And then dumbass Adam and dumbass T-Rail is like, well, you want to argue at 6:05? Well, I'm arguing with you at 6:30. Boom.
Yeah. That shit would be just too toxic, bro. But like, it was definitely good. It was definitely some good times. Man, for sure.
Definitely some good times. But I understood that
Yeah, I had to make a conscious decision where it's like,
it's time to go.
It's time to go. And going into it, like I said, when episode 1 came out, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna like that's not gonna be on my tombstone, no jumper host. You know what I mean? Like I know that like this is just a chapter in my life, and let's just have fun with it.
A great chapter too.
It was a great chapter. Listen, I tripled my page. You feel me? I definitely made some bread. I had some fun with that. I was able to make a lot of gains and with this journey and shit like that. And it's like.
It was definitely a launch pad for all of us.
For sure. And it's like, I do deal with different clients all day long, right? Whether it's like the biggest trapper or a fucking restaurant owner. I'm dealing with a variety of people, but like I feel like with No Jumper, it also exposed me to a whole bunch of different people I wouldn't meet regularly, like the YouTubers
100%.
and this rapper, that rapper. Like I got no business being in the same room as a rapper from Louisiana. Like we probably don't have the same interests. You feel me? But like it was always dope just to run into some people. Like, oh, I know you from there. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, bro? They know you. It was fun.
Yeah. I definitely seen a couple times where people were like, damn, who made this cool ass shit? And you'll be like, I did. They'll be like, I need one, bro. I definitely was there when people were like looking at the shit we were wearing.
Yeah.
Or like the vase, when you did the vase, people were like, what the fuck? This shit is fire, Adam. And Adam would be like, him right there, and then you'll connect with rappers probably that you would never
Right.
connect with. So I think things like that were definitely dope.
Yeah, man. It was
Obviously
good
the
time.
house phone shit was obviously unfortunate. I know it put you guys more in a little tricky situation than it did with us. But I know, like, just because you guys were like,
Yeah, it's
that
a
was
little bit different.
he's part of the disconnected, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like it's. I mean, like if fucking AD, T-Rail, or yourself got exposed for some deep shit. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna go with your boy no matter what the topic is. You feel me?
And then did you like? How were you able to?
I called him. I called him on like the Saturday before I quit. So I quit on Thursday, and Saturday before that, I had gone on the phone with him for like 45 minutes and told him like, bro, you have to do this, or you're just gonna. It's just not gonna look good. You got to quit. You got to do this, bro. You got to say your piece and just leave, because like it's not gonna be anything positive. It's like, because one thing about like the chat, it's like they're there to love you. I call it the Rikishi effect. Like just like how like so bear with me, right? Like Rikishi, everybody loves him, right? But no one got a good thing to say about him. They make fun of him. They make fun of his ass shaking. It's never a compliment. But we love Rikishi. I'm crying like a baby if he passes away. And that's how people do it with us in the chat. You know what I mean? It's like they got deep love for you, but they want to see you fucking fall. You know what I mean? But like they know you're gonna get up. They know you're gonna get up. But it's like if they could pay for some drama, they would. And that's definitely a part of that's the oil that the No Jumper engine runs off of. And I had to make that. It's just like, yo, I'm not finna be the fucking topic of discussion. Everyone, it's like it was spin the wheel. You feel me? You got fucking DoKnow, Sharps, Lushes, Blazzy's name. Everyone's there. Spin the fucking wheel, Adam. Who's getting fucking ridiculed this week? And I'm not trying to remove my name off that fucking wheel.
I got it before.
Yeah, for sure. I got it too. I got it several weeks.
I got it. Who do you think got it the worst, Lush?
I think that like Adam just had this pent up aggression, just
Towards
the fact
Lush?
that like just the fact that like people have been able, and this is just me, probably I'm completely wrong. Adam was just like just drank the wrong latte that morning, and Lush said some lie. That's the story at the end of the day. But like I think that like I think he had felt disrespected. You know what I mean? Through like us leaving and just seeing this shit, kind of like this was like around the time like Sharp was trying to get was being played by fucking Whack 100. He was trying to disrespect them and shit like that. It was just looking ugly. And Lush had just did his thing, and I think that like when I saw that, I'm like, bro, you don't do that. Like I work for a lot of companies. There's a lot of people who I'm also a business owner, but I be working for others as well.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, like this is your brand. Like fucking employees are gonna look at that shit. They're gonna be like, damn, like I don't want to be on the chopping block for that. And it became too toxic. And like even knowing Redacted and shit like that, like years ago, it's like just hearing about like the perspective and just hearing how that shit was. I was like, damn, that shit does not sound that fun.
Okay. The house phone show was crazy. He also threw him was it yogurt?
Yeah, he threw him like a Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice. And
which is like, that's some shit that's gonna like, I've talked to him about it. Like
some bad girl club shit.
That's just some shit that's that's gonna be the most shoulda, coulda, woulda thing in his head. But you just gotta, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But like that's definitely a shoulda, coulda, woulda moment. But you also have like, you probably had tones like with a fucking AK ready to aim at this motherfucker. Like lay one finger on Adam, bitch. You know what I mean?
And I think even though they talked about it, and I think house phone leaving, I think it was good for him. I think house phone needed that.
Yeah, and I told him, it's like, bro, like you gotta leave, and you gotta also remember life's just full of chapters, and you gotta embrace those chapters. And the only thing that is gonna make you stronger is just like experience.
Yeah, and I think the Lush shit, I was like,
Lush just caught us straight. Let's just keep it real. He was minding his own business that day. He was rapping and shit. He was with Gina. Bro, they were talking about a hip hop, and then Adam's just like,
you lied to me, Lush.
You lied to me.
And I was like, oh, this got fired.
He was like, nah, fool.
And it just looks.
So what are you doing? So I'm Adam. DoKnow. You lied to me, DoKnow. What are you doing?
If he's like embarrassing me,
yeah, you just finished rapping.
One. Honestly, I'll never put myself in that situation. That's one. I'm never putting myself in that situation.
But it's hard to say that when you're on live stream and you're just on the couch minding your own business.
It's hard, but I also feel like Lush let himself get.
Yeah, what he did, he shouldn't have done.
Adam. How do I say it?
It was warranted, sure. Because
to Adam, it was kind of more like just kind of an easy target.
Yeah.
Because to Adam has never, he's been out of pocket with everybody, I think, but he knows better how to address it. Because Adam has, Lush has been on camera being seen disrespected. I think he understood the love and not, I don't want to say obsession is the word.
The Rikishi effect.
The shit Lush had for No Jumper. Constantly on Reddit, constantly paying attention, wanting to be part of everything.
That's the thing,
and that's not a bad thing.
It is a bad thing, bro. You're never supposed to.
But it's not a bad thing if it's going well, because I love the fuck out of. You get what I'm saying? Do you get?
I do get what you're saying, bro. But I found myself falling into the love, because one thing about No Jumper, they're gonna love you your first 5 weeks.
Amazing.
You feel me? You're the baby. Oh, mijo. You feel everyone's trying to cradle you. Everyone's passing you around, and it's like you do one fuck up, they don't fuck with you anymore. And like that was my thing. Is like I was embracing it, bro. I was the first one in the Reddit. You know, it's documented. Like before Lush was a thing. You feel me? Like I was tapping in with them, chatting it, LOLing. You feel me? Doing all that shit. And then, they turned against me, and I'm like, I realize what it is. You know, I'm playing with fire.
Shout out Swish Studios, Pawns.
Shout out to Swish, man.
Sponsor. This is a hat for you, Blazzy.
They just dropped off a whole batch for us, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and support at swishstudios.com.
Swish Studios. And they just opened in Glendale Galleria. Congrats to the boys. Because they have a spot in Lakewood. No, Cerritos. Cerritos in Vegas.
Man.
Irvine.
That shit used to go up for Black Friday.
And now they have a spot in Glendale Galleria with my Armenians. Here's another shirt, Blazzy.
Yeah, shout out to my Armenians out there, man. We love y'all.
Now, shout out Swish Studios. I'm proud of my boys. Make sure you go tap in with them. You might not get a discount when you go, but just tell them you went because you saw the DoKnow pod. Swish Studios, the closest one to a lot of my fans I would think would be Glendale Galleria. And go tap in. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard for me to say what's up to some supporters sometimes when I see them in person, because it's like you don't know how they know you, you know. And it's like I wish, because I come from the world where people just knew me for my graphics, knew me for my talent, and it was all love. But like, you start thinking about like, does this motherfucker just know me for the drama? You know what I mean? Like you start really thinking about that, and it's like, from what aspect are they truly supporting you in? And it's like it'd be fucking my head up sometimes, but for the most part, no. I engage with I know who my real supporters are. Yeah, I talk to them every day. My DMs are always getting checked out.
I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think even like the Lush shit, I think we could both agree that it was super out of pocket the way it was handled. Yeah, but I just think it was a scramble. It was a scrambled move. It was an unplanned move. It
was gone off emotion for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely.
He was pissed off.
It was an action. Yeah, and he was in a position where the man that has AD, the person that has been with him through a lot of fuck shit, saved him from a lot of fuck shit.
Batman.
It's now questioning your shit towards him, and you're like, oh, okay, well, to show the loyalty, well, let me fire this fool on camera, and then it's like, well, fuck, and then you look even worse. And then we decide to leave, and now it looks like, oh, well, we're the fuck out of there. And then now what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, if you told me this was going to happen, bro, you told me the same week that fucking interview that it was going to happen, like right before that shit, right before those screenshots, I would have not told you this was going to be a thing. You feel me? I thought we were, this is all going to be,
rainbows and
peaches and creams.
Peaches and cream, and I think a lot of shit, but it was definitely fun, bro.
It was fun. I had a great time. You feel me? Shout out to Adam for putting me on this bitch.
Shout out Adam. We
shout out to Josh too. I haven't talked to Josh. I heard how you say you have an invoice open, bro. I still have shit for like December.
It's funny. No, I
saw that shit as like Christmas money, man. Like they, but I appreciate the pay. Thank you so much. But I should go pick up that check very soon for sure.
Just check shit. I invoiced it. I haven't gotten paid, and I got paid this. Did I get paid? I got paid today. I woke up this morning. I was like,
yeah. You put extras on it.
I didn't.
Late fee?
Late fee, but I was like, oh, appreciate you, bro. I didn't. I had text. I texted them goodbye. They didn't reply.
No goodbye?
I texted him thank you and
Josh, I know this just. Can someone send this to Josh and text do no goodbye? Like,
because I was a cool
let's
one.
put it to the side, Josh. Come on.
I was a cool
was the
one.
guy always trying to rep you as the encyclopedia.
Yeah, I fuck with Josh. Me and Josh.
Can I get a goodbye?
I know. Pollard has his thoughts about Josh.
Yeah, it's on site.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Because Josh to me seemed.
You know what? Still to this day, I'm not putting myself in some fucking beef. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what streamer said what's getting posted on where. I don't give a fuck. I got work to do, bro. I got files to send.
Yeah.
Drops to make, man. It's like way more bigger fish to fry, but it's fun though. I like chatting with the with the chat. You know.
How have you guys felt about being able to see the progress and the success Reconnected is doing, and now do you guys wish you would have done it sooner?
Nah.
I think everything was perfect timing.
Yeah, I think everything was perfect timing. I couldn't see myself doing that sooner, or even making that transition. Like that transition wouldn't have happened unless the things had happened. You know what I'm saying? So like, it never even crossed my mind. Like, oh, I gotta take this to home court. I was just like, this is just fun. Let me do this. But now that we're owners and shit like that, like
it's fun.
Bro, and it's like you're meeting all these sponsors face to face, and it's like, holy shit, I have the fucking suit and tie now. I could say what I want to get, you know. And it's like I think I hold myself really well in meetings, you know. I conduct business all day long for the last 6 years.
Yeah, no, you're a great businessman. We've sat there and had conversations.
So now that I could apply this to the podcast shit, I'm really excited, and that's the shit that got me really going. You know what I mean? Just the fact that I could like play around with that shit now, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's like I conduct my own business. And I told my whole thing, this is just my little tick with sponsors, guys. Don't give us free weed. Listen, you can give me a Chapo bag. You give me a whole pound. I don't want that. It's ass weed.
We want money.
I got light bills to pay, man.
We definitely want money.
I got gas to put. How am I gonna put gas in my car? Come on, man.
I feel you 100%.
Yeah.
Totally get you. Also, how do you guys feel about Yuri still working on a jumper? How
do I feel? Like me personally, bro? I come from a background of like, so I'm 28 today, right? When I was 18, when I was 19, I'd watched too many inspirational videos at my door-to-door job, and that influenced me to just do art full time. I had $500 set to the side, and I fell down flat on my face within 3 months. Made a fool of myself. My mom was like, I'm never trusting you again. You had to go to school or get a job. And like, I had felt so stupid that I had sacrificed like my ability to make money just to follow art, and I didn't get the opportunity to do that shit full time until I was around 23. But like 18 to 23, I told myself like, bro, there's nothing wrong with having a job. Like, you know, I'm still doing this shit outside of work, and that's if there's a message I'm preaching today, it's that, bro. Like, don't think that this shit's all just Shopify screenshots and postal service stories. You know what I mean? Like, no, like it's a lot of hard work, and you know, it's a lot of shit that goes into it. You know, but with all that being said, at the end of the day, you gotta pay bills, and you know, there's nothing wrong with having a job. There's no shame in that. I worked at Subway, I worked at Office Max, I've worked at the marketing by LAX and shit like that. All types of bullshit jobs. So it's like I get it. You know that I've done AT&T commission only, making $100 a week. That shit's not fun. You know, working dusty ass streets in Carson and fucking Bakersfield. Not getting $1. Like I know how it is, so it's like I'll never judge anybody for like putting their pride aside and getting money. I respect that. I respect that more than someone ask. You know what I mean? Like trying to like, yo, can you pay for my meal and shit like that. Like yeah. I want someone. Because at the end of the day, like you can't. You could give somebody a battery, but you can't install that battery holder. You feel me? Do they have it in them? They got to go through some shit. Pressure makes diamonds.
100%.
And I going to tie this all back to Yuri, it's like I never for a single second thought that this shit was like funny enough to play with, to tell him like, oh, you have to quit now. Like, I don't give a fuck if he works for the devil. You know what I mean? Like, he has to pay bills. Who am I to tell him? I didn't fucking bring him into the picture. And you're the house phone. You know what I mean? He had known Adam for years. We're fucking with him on Melrose and shit like that. Like, let him do his thing. I've never, like what? Like, Ezzo kind of told me the same thing. Like, yo, you have a problem with me cutting hair over there? I'm like, bruh, If I had a problem with you cutting hair and no jumper, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. I'm a toxic homie. You know what I mean? That's some weird, and I hate that. They really do that in rap music. LA rappers love doing that. They're like, no, if you on this side of the line, you stay on this side of the line, bitch. Like, no, I don't like that shit. You know, I'm a designer. But yeah, I'll never judge Yuri for like for trying to get money, because like, I mean, the Riley situation, I ain't finna speak on that. That's deeper. That's deeper than house phone.
That's deep. That's deep. Is it deeper than house phone? I don't think it's deeper.
It's way deeper with house phone, bro. You're sleeping. I'm not even gonna get into it, because at the end of the day, these are my homies, and they're gonna handle what they need to handle. But like, you know, it's okay not to like things that your friends do, and you could still be friends with them. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I would be working at like the lecture company or something like that. You feel me? If they did, that's just
if they fire my girl, I'm out. Becoming a drug dealer. It's going up.
If they fired your girl, well, like if so, put yourself in your situation. You and your girl work at No Jumper. She's handling the boards. All your homies did, but you gotta pay bills, Pop. You feel me?
I don't have Chisme with DoKnow. I don't have Brown Bag. I don't have Power.
You have 10. You know, you have Chisme with DoKnow.
I don't have Power 106.
No. And you're back to 20K on Instagram.
Nah, I'll probably leave still.
You gonna stay?
Yeah, bro. I'll make money selling story promos.
See you after work.
So story promos.
I'm gonna take you out to eat.
I saw story promos. I'll pay the bill somehow.
You just had to do OnlyFans. Have you ever thought about? No,
I've thought about doing OnlyFans all the time.
Your wife is in the room. I get it, but you could be a freak on between the hours of like 6 a.m. and noon on your story. I almost had to mute you for that time being, bro.
You be replying.
Cause I don't like that shit, bro. I want to see the change in the world.
No, honestly,
would say like,
you know what?
It would be like, out of all 550K people, who wants to get their pussy today?
You know what it is? A lot of it is trolling. Like, people really think, like I was talking.
Everyone thinks that.
No. I was talking with Cali the other day, and I'm sitting here, and I'm about to do an interview. We're in a meeting.
You're just boosting the algorithm.
And what, Cali, what did I do? I posted like a meme, and you're like, bro, you're not even thinking like that right now. Why you? I'm like, it was funny. But he really be with me, like, sometimes. No, not even.
I think I be simping out sometimes.
No, you be
and then
simping.
DoKnow be posting on his story.
You and House Phone be simping.
No.
House Phone is a simp, bro.
Blazzy ain't. I'm a pimp.
Blazzy is not P-I-M-P.
Hell yeah, man. Listen, but it's okay to love somebody.
No, 100%. But I really be like, a lot of this shit really be trolling. I swear to God, because even when people go like, bro, why don't you post more funny?
Now, if your girl was posting shit like that, like, I want to S some D this morning. You find that, you calling her ASAP. Or you be like, oh no, babe, it's for the algorithm.
If she posted it, but I know she's just like, it's just a general thing, and she's not like trying to get some dick. I'm not tripping about IG, bro. That's one thing I'm not doing is tripping about. I have to explain this to people all the time, like, bro, this shit is not real life.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I honestly had to realize. It's like you can never let social media like influence like what you got going on.
It's not real life. It's not real life. And I don't mean that in a sense to where like, yeah, some shit can be disrespectful. Don't get me 100% wrong. But like, even when I post I posted some shit like, man, I wish my bitch would breed around another man. I'll smack the fuck out that bitch. It was a joke. Somebody tweeted it, and it was like funny. It was getting funny reactions. I'm reading the comments, and some girl replied, wow, you believe in the message? I'm like, bitch. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either way, I'm going to get either good or a bad reaction or a funny one. So I'm not winning anywhere. You know what I mean?
But you are a fan of eating the box.
Yeah, shout out eating the box. Yeah, I'm not going to eat the box.
Eating ass?
Yeah, hell yeah, why not?
First date?
Not first date. First day, you ate the box the first date, huh? No. You asked me like you did it.
No.
Yes, you did. At your new house.
No, bro. Nah.
Second date?
Maybe third.
Maybe third.
Yeah, but, you know.
By the way, brother, you got skinnier.
Thank you, bro. Hey, bro, I'm going to shout out to Bossa Nova. If y'all want to lose some weight, don't eat anything all day. Just eat that chicken Madeira plate.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. Listen. If Bossa Nova, if you guys want your Jared Fogo, who's totally clean, doesn't do no weird shit, fuck with Blazzy, cause like.
Oh, Bossa Nova, he's also celibate.
No, oh yeah, Bossa, yeah, that's another Bossa, but like I'm talking about Bossa Nova, the restaurant. I didn't.
Oh,
You think Bossa from No Jumpers from VBC's my
your health plug?
Nah, but I literally just like I don't, I'll drink a black coffee in the morning, maybe eat some nuts, pause, and then chicken Madeira plate. That's asparagus with chicken and
Pasta.
mushrooms, and specifically from there is good. Not the masala, not the chicken masala. Riley had me fucked up, the chicken Madeira, but I've lost like I was really like fat last year. No, sorry, like early last year. I think my first started jumper I was like 245. Right now I'm at like 205.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And no gym.
I'll do like a 5 mile run on Sunday.
Enzo said you're lying.
Well, Ezzo's not with me at the gym. Gym, no. I have 3
You
active
run
gyms.
5 miles every Sunday.
Yes.
Get the fuck
Swear to
out of
God.
here.
On God in heaven. I don't do the tracker.
You gotta do the tracker.
Oh my God, bro. Listen, Sunday night or whenever this shit gets uploaded, every Sunday, I go, shit, you can find me. Shit, I love to run with y'all. I go to Dockweiler Beach. And I go down to like Redondo or like El Segundo.
And you go
Beach.
fucking run through the beach.
Yeah.
You're such a white dude.
Bro, it's honestly.
Wherever you moved, I don't want to say where you moved by, but where you moved by, where you were telling me, you could run around there and feel okay.
Yes.
Not where you used to live.
I'm running with all my chains, all my watches. But
and also where you live, there's like dope hills around there. If I gotta put you on some ones I know.
Good little hikes, for sure. Nah, man. Shout out to losing weight. I be doing that on Sundays, eating super duper clean. Fridays I'm pigging out, but like my biggest problem with losing weight was like on cheat days I'd be cheating. I wake up like it's my birthday, have like the biggest breakfast ever, eat some ice cream, then get some big ass lunch, smoke some weed, eat some more lunch, ice cream. Then before I go to sleep, bro, my lining feels all fucked up. Like I'm sleeping weird. Like it just stopped getting. It was lame. And then I just started getting the smaller stomach, so now I can't even eat a lot if I want to. What happened though, bro, was like keep it 100 with you. I started getting crazy pimples, and then I started associating like greasy food and just like sweets with that, and then that kind of cuts out a majority of the problem.
100%. I'm big on this last month was kind of like rough, especially with like my new schedule. But I've been like figuring it out for the last month. But it's been going good. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's all about.
Yeah, because if you were to go to the gym, you'll be extra skinny.
Yeah, gym? Nah. I mean, but I knock out my 50 push-ups in the morning. That's not a whole lot. You feel?
Hey, that's a lot though. You do 50 every day.
Yeah.
It's gonna add up because at some point you're gonna be like, oh, maybe 100 today.
I've been doing it for like 2 months.
Every day.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really good, by the way. Yeah. You can see it too. Yeah. It's really good. 50.
Now, you'll see. This is the most like healthy I've been in like
a very long time.
So I'm 28 right now. Maybe since I was like 20 or 21. I haven't been this healthy.
So what happens when you're at your office at 2 a.m. smoking a fat wood from runs?
Yeah, that's what I love. That's my fucking love language right there.
And then
yeah,
you're craving some Jack in the Box.
Nah.
Or some wings from.
Because that shit gives me pimples when I wake up, and like I've always been. I don't really fuck with fast food like that.
Okay. You want some Leo's tacos, or some tacos from Avenue 26?
I saw this TikTok that said like, if you're ever feeling hungry, just know you're gonna feel some sort of discomfort at the gym anyway. So this is your version of getting like your body forming to it. And I'm like, okay, I like that. I'm working out while I'm just kicking.
So what do you do? Like if you are hungry, you'll probably eat like some nuts, pause.
Well,
or just drink hella water.
I just seen like hella like these small clips just saying like like hunger only lasts like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and like I'm not starving myself, but like I'll have like a fat ass meal and I'll eat really clean and healthy, and like I've just learned to like fool, we take shots and shit. That shit does not taste good. Like just go eat asparagus. This tastes good, but like it's good for you still. I don't know like that, but eating clean definitely. Like I'm gonna start my own little gym though. Wait on it. I got 3 active gym memberships, but I'd rather run at the beach. I got LA Fitness. I got a Planet Fitness.
And that's 24 hours.
Yeah.
You're so.
I need to go.
You're so rich.
No, that's like $40. $120 a month, brother. But what am I gonna do with that $120? This already gets 120.
Oh, wrong office.
Wrong office.
Kelly, we gotta start. You should already know we gotta like that.
You gotta
shit.
have your own tone right here in the front.
I don't know who that was,
Just
but yeah.
pressing shit. Nah, but and you too, bro. You've been losing hella weight. You feel me? I love watching you on your story, bro. Just doing.
I love
God
it.
knows what at the gym. I'll be looking at that shit like I've never done that workout, but I know it's working for him.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I be seeing some days you might hit like a 2 a day.
2 a day. 2 a days are great.
My homie said one of my desires said like, hey bro, I saw fucking DoKnow at the gym. And I was like, this fool still goes to the gym. DoKnow, you're way too famous for the gym, bro.
That's what somebody told me the
You're
other day.
too famous. They're gonna 6'9" your ass in there.
They're gonna 6'8",
They're gonna find out
6'9".
you're talking shit about Puerto Ricans, and they're gonna beat your ass in that bitch.
I'm always with like 2 or 3 homies.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Sorry for pivoting, but like, how do you like about how do you feel about the rebranding of 6ix9ine and how this feels like straight up like Baisa, like you feel me? He's just trying to give back, like
6'9". I think it was all a plan for him.
this fool always wanted to be just like a Spanish artist,
Like a
shit.
snitch. I'm just kidding. I think that fool doesn't. I don't think he strategically thinks about anything too much. Oh, Canela woke up. It's up.
Oh shit.
But I think him getting his ass beat right there was crazy.
Yeah, you're not going for that?
And you ain't beating my ass at no fucking gym. You crazy as fuck.
Was he wearing like a Montclair coat, bro?
He was wearing a Montclair coat.
Listen, you're famous and shit. But you also don't have like 6ix9ine ops. 6ix9ine is way too famous for a public gym, bro. Not even for Equinox. Like, what are you doing in there? Like, bro, you have enough money to buy a crib that could be a gym. You know, like.
Yeah, that fool just needs to have a gym at his.
That's some ego shit. It's some ego shit. He just wants to walk around and say like, blood, no one can fuck with me.
Yeah, I think he like, yeah, blood, I'm by myself. No security, blood, and I'm like,
No one fucks with me.
yeah, I think that's his whole thing.
Yeah, man, he has a lot to prove, bro. I can't even. He should just never mind. That's never a message you want to give out there. But yeah, he should figure something out.
Before we get out of here,
What's up?
top 5 clothing brand, and you can mention yours.
Pleasures. I like Cielo's, Hectic Universe. I like Ryder Studios, Half Evil. Man, I like Disciples. I like Activity. Did I say Pleasures already? Pleasures is like my favorite brand. Louis Vuitton. I love their shit. You feel me? Capital got some good shit there. You know. Prada. I get some good Prada whenever I have a drop. I might buy something. You know. That's really. And
I've been there when you dropped some Prada when you in Vegas.
Yeah, I bought some Prada. Yeah, for sure. I got those boots out there. But nah, I don't know, bro. Me personally, I like walking around like as a billboard. Like right now, I'm rocking all my homie shit except for my my watch and shoes. Like my homie made these. Shout out to Ryder and shout out to good people at Hellstar. They made this.
Who
Shout
made
out to
those
Shawty and
shoes?
Juice. Mason Mihara. They're like some funny looking
Chucks.
yeah. But I fuck with them though. House Phone put me onto these.
They're comfortable?
Hell yeah. Nah, they're not actually. That's one thing about designer shoes. You can only wear them at parties or like to sit down. Like you can never walk. Like don't ever think you're gonna run comfortably in like some designer running shoes. That's not gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Never, bro. I don't like that shit. But no, I be just like you. Feel me? You're head to toe gang. You feel me?
Yeah, I got the Blazzy, the House
and
Phone.
the hat too. What's my boy's name?
I forgot boy's name.
What's his name?
Rilla?
Mexican Pacino. Shout out to Mexican Pacino. I had that same hat right there.
Come on, we rock our homie shit.
Literally, bro, from head to toe. I love that shit.
Fucking House Phone.
You have a whole gang fit right now.
I have a whole gang fit, except the shoes.
Yeah,
Just like
same.
you.
I love walking now and be like, damn, like I look like a NASCAR right now.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
this shit.
Man, well, Blazzy, I appreciate you coming by, bro.
This was so much fun. Honestly, DoKnow, I was feeling some type of way. I've been watching this shit for 2 years. I'm like, I'm fucking Mexican, you feel me? Like, I know the homie sees me.
I do see him. and honestly, I wanted to have him last week, but timing, you know,
Yeah.
because you got reconnected today.
Yeah, I got reconnected right after this shit. But
But yeah, you know, we going up, and the merch for our shit is, I might wait like an extra 2 weeks, so maybe we could drop the merch when we drop this interview. Who knows?
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, we ain't in a
we'll
hurry.
wait it out, but man, stay tuned. Make sure you go follow. All his links are gonna be in the description. Follow the Blazzy, follow nothing personal. Anything else you wanna shout out? Follow. Go.
man, shout out to
Biggest Bros.
Southeast LA and Biggest Bros, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the creators.
Shout out
in
to the
Paramount,
Cella.
all the creators
By
in
the way, I
Southgate,
want you to
man.
know that Cali and Vic, when we talk shit about each other's shitty, they put you claim to fame. They're like, yeah, well, we got Blazzy.
Shout out to Vic and Cali, man. Listen, I've had Starbucks meetings with Vic. You feel me? On Alondra and Lakewood at that Starbucks, and I've linked up at Cali at his dad's crib, like talking about cover art for $50. Like, you know, one thing about selling, and I love it too. I want to end it on this note is like, you know, kind of like piggybacking off of like this whole like Latino shit, bro. Like we're really like, there's no precursors of ours. Like obviously we're two different ages, but like there's no designers before me, and there's nobody in media comedian doing. There's never a DoKnow. You feel me? Yeah. There's never a Blazzy. So I love what and Suede and everybody who's like really like doing this shit for us, bro. Because it's like you get those DMs every day, like I do. I know your shit's 5 times more. You feel me? Yeah. That's the shit that'll have me emotional. Yeah, bro. No cap. I feel that shit in my heart. I feel that shit, and like, cause at the end of the day, it's like, I think Kodak Black said it the best. It's like the reason people fuck with me the most is cause like I do it for the ones who couldn't get out of the situation, you know, like who just, cause bro, like I was comfortable with life at 23, working a warehouse job, living in Paramount. That was life, and I was fine with that. I was fine with dying that way. So like, in a fucked up, in a morbid way, I know there's a lot of people who can relate to that. And it's like, I'm glad that I can represent y'all and do this shit and, you know, really show people that there's brown motherfuckers in this shit. Okay. And I love being the only brown motherfucker in the meeting and just having people like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know, how the fuck is this beaner doing this shit? And
yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
I love that shit, man. Ooh.
It's amazing and it's dope to see us do our thing.
Because I grew up with nothing but Latinos, bro.
Me too. Both. Latinos, who's going up?
Paramount is like 90% Mexican, 40% Sinaloense.
40. You're from Sinaloa?
Nah, my parents are from Zacatecas. My mom's from TJ.
Mom's from TJ.
Mm-hmm. My mom grew up out there, but she came out when she was like 15. My pops came like I feel was like 75. He came in like 68 when he was 17.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I fool used to be a coyote, all types of shit.
You gotta make a merch from your dad.
I do, bruh. Shout out to my pops, too. And that's one thing about having, like, Latino parents. It's like, they don't know exactly ABC what you do, but they're glad that you're paying bills. Yeah. And that you have...
Do you drop off merch every drop?
My mom... So, I used to have my mom blocked on Instagram up until, like, 3 years ago. So, now and I have her on my close friends, so every now and then I might put, like, some swamp water or something on my story, you know? She might be like, what's that? But no, I love my mom, and, like, she gets it. She responds to every other story I post. You know
She's like, mijo, I want this sweater.
She talks about me with her coworkers. Like, her coworkers are all aware of this whole shit. You know what I mean? Like, she loves it. You know what
it's dope. But do you go up, like, drop off a package? Like, hey, Dad, I'm here. Sure. Here's this dope Ashley that I did.
No, my dad doesn't give a fuck. My dad just loves me that I'm paying bills. You know what I mean? Like, he's
working.
Yeah, that's big.
But your mom's more into the details. Like, mijo, can I have a chapo?
Yeah, she was like, oh, why'd you drop that nasty ashtray? Like, oh, I don't like that, you know, or like, oh,
you're
that's
like, well,
cute,
Mom,
mijo.
Here's a new purse. You like this?
Or like cartel shit. She always tells me delete it. Yeah. She hates that shit.
I think it's dope though, because even like me, when I get,
I'm not dropping no more chapo shit though. For sure. Maybe one more time.
Yeah, maybe because even like with my mom, when I do merch, my mom like just comes up on shit like at my house. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Yeah. Without telling me, because what if I put the wrong quantity in your ass over here fucking...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nah, but I'll be having it separate, but she don't even be going to the office or anything. My mom's really my mom because I don't like going outside and she doesn't like going outside here. She's been to my office like once. You know what I mean? She comes visit my crib like twice a year.
Did she judge you? Not judge it, but was she like, move this from here, Blaz? Well, obviously she called you by your name, but like...
They all call me Mikey.
Mikey, move this.
Yeah, she be telling me that or like... You know, like she be trying to tell me that like the weed smoke gives her headaches and shit like that. Nah, but I love my mom. She knows I be getting high like hell though.
Yeah, man. Shout out Mama Blazzy. Shout out Blazzy.
Shout out to my whole family.
Make sure you tap in. Sophie, shout out Big Chief.
Yeah,
Big Chief skis.
Sometimes, bro, they're off. Hey, Canela, chill. Canela. What are you doing? What's wrong with your lip right now? Is your shit swollen, baby? Hold on. Oh, no, you just got... Oh, is it? No, it's not. Eating them fucking roaches out the floor.
Canela. By the way, but you guys, this is Blazzy's dog, Canela.
Yes.
This is not for you. Anyways, Big Chief.
This for a dog's baby? All right, shake my hand, maybe. No? All right.
Yeah. Anyways, Big Chief, man. Shout out my people. Make sure you go tap in with Big Chief, please. They really be taking care of us.
Or is this just for the fucking video?
This is yours, by the way. Enzo already got some too in the cut. Big Chief, man, y'all know. And it was crazy that, shout out Big Chief for real, because my homie was like, dude, you know people at Big Chief? I was like, yeah. And they're like, I used to smoke fake Big Chief back in the day. The pens and those shoes. What did he say? It was rat poisoning? And I'm like, nah, we got the real shit here. We know the owners. Blazzy, you know the owners?
Yeah. What, Big Chief?
Yeah.
Bro, I be popping up on them. Their office is down the street from mine.
Yeah, do you just be awed by all the weed shit that's in there?
Yeah.
I'd be in awe. I'd be like, so this is how you
They
make.
have an amazing office. Listen, they have a Willy Wonka.
They have
level.
a Willy Wonka.
They have a mad scientist back there making chocolates. Like, did they send you through that room, bro?
Yes,
It's crazy. They have a whole chocolate factory. It's dope.
And
it's
then it's funny
100,000 square feet, 50,000 on top, 50,000 on the bottom.
And you know what's the best part? You know what's the best part?
What's up?
That is all Latinos working there. And when you're there, they're like,
Hey, any building, that's the case.
they're confused because I walk in, I'm like, hola, ¿cómo están? They're like, hola, and they're just making weed, a bunch of old ladies. And I'm like, do you let yourself smoke this? They're like, no. But it's funny, we're clowning, but man, shout out Big Chief.
Shout out to Big Chief, man. The biggest chief with the biggest bros. And I'm with DoKnow.
And we out.
We out of this bitch, man.